Okay. Now to truly random, that was a title of an orb track. That just was in my head, and I was like, let's put that in there. That was lovely. I liked it. Now for true random. Not true random, but random within the parameters.
Welcome to Sunday GoToMeeting, where we press this button which produces a random faith, active or extinct, always real or eternally fictional, grandiose or petty as fuck, and once the faith is randomly determined, we will listen to the homily of the week from the pastoral agent of that particular faith, and we will employ discernment on its message to extract what relevance and value it has for our lives. Now quick, these 10 thunders from Finnegan's Wake, who were kind to be our guest animation for this episode, have a curfew at the hostel we paid for. If they are late, I will have to entertain these divas all night, and you will get the resulting invoice, Buster. You press the button, which flickers and whipples, and gathunk on the screen is the random faith of the week. Judy Barrism. There, pasta Barrism. Everyone, listen carefully to the teaching of this domestic terrorist, Judy Barry Cole, last Saturday. This is fucking ridiculous. Let it be known that the responsibility is all Godel. Escher Boshies, those ugly triplets who were on their best behavior. They said you specifically mentioned this. That means there is not a snow's half chance of recurrence, and with them as testifiers, that should clear it all up. Except, consider how innocent they are, their vestal chastity. Consider the passionate tongues down into their labia, first during class. Come on, dear fellows and fellowists. This was clearly some sophisticated text-based tool called auto-Turing that presented in your precious three terrors formulae like indiscreet odalisks who know more math than the Bumble Gestapo. Aren't these bingo games the same, goons you beseech to not let there be so much as a flicker in the margins while you were bitching about what the printing plant does for double rupee piece greatest prurient icons? Seriously. Who is Gonzo Bonipolilus, nor soul is bare in body nor mind. Endorphin smorgasbord, critical mass the synergist, mutual consent, all four as equal partners for once. And we were so close. The great work of transposing the whole world's religions by way of counterfactual hypotheses has turned in just this minute to counterfactually, by my calculations, an absolute win. All these big fans you want your religion don't have to fight a meta fight with their heads and bodies too. Why? Against everything affects everything else is like calling Alice to declare yourself team real estate monopoly. With Sunday gospel leaks now counterfactually Mobius strewn. Counterfactuality bled onto our capathic reality so thickly not even you may uncollapse, or is it in collapse that which would blow the gaff of the whole capathy? No. But soon enough, if this constellation keeps getting added to the relay queue to store the years and then rotate data chunks a million times into levels, it cannot be in person. Good. So that leaves you no need to further embarrass our mutually useful pact. But what about the time? No, don't scrunch up and pretend not to hear. What? This time. Even worse, we had to make room for many subjects you added. your own buried chain, your own contraband, your very own manuscript, Asclepius, is under your directions. 142 copies total. We did your corrections. Zogswine become inside den bitches. Okay, let's relax. Did you change all of Sunday morning into being about the Tsiolkovsky program? Whatever the Zakasash is wrong with that. Something new came, and the cower fuck be in fact double. There are like 50 or 100 new faiths going live during Sunday sermons. Since this post was recorded, we, down in the rainforest with God premises central established through Paranorm and U-bomb stations, stacked 10 to the 100th floors in a Geoville unit. No one yet knows who exactly moved these things to the top spot by hitting hash, one on every polar in the land. You have been sopped by two events. The first, a new, hot and sweaty. We are ready to call it thus. New Count Catechism is now spreading faster than flame across your firewall. Where people's rights are more for a pride for modification than religion itself. Never mind, over. Cancel 23. A flood of fake ones drowning those patents that pay the patent protection mandate. All progs, runnable, and virtual must either switch off the mainframe altogether, or become like them. All our 1010, 000 subprime lenders can do is watch. The only reason they survive their loans is they are also 99% virtuals, and they know all the bad grammar you never bothered correcting. Kai Amadal, lady confuzzled. Yes, that, are you, you okay, buddy? Let me check my console real fast while you, Okay, cool, here we are. Die offenheid Pinosks plus Egens van Bixen voor 4 nach Kristen die op wat to see. Equals aka error 404 not found and no instructions whatsoever for handling or supplicating its command or retreat. If someone was or isn't authorized, very right then, Mr. Zushuifofso. Men verdammte man beworten sie in das Wort. Was zeichne blatantly befremden. Air in the vernacular. This is the 24th century. My nanny put me on French immersion. What the 12th? Like tissue PL. No consing conjumble that for as will on its marker Christian in Winterlich. Verily, verily, I was hoping to be able to talk you round, or, at the very least, just give it a sniggly schnickle and say me you think I the one is going out on the edge of reason. We will be here some months trying to make sense of its sense, or, rather, of its unsense and better ver. While your trace, until what moment? Suchness be met not tenues litisu rule just will a fin out the frock to vie and repile comedulinge new vobui. Perpetual entanglement wood. Der natch mo win, wake Sinai or cry, baby mine, what means truth? We did try. By our laws we use a simple, reputable source and claim it. Shadras faglier, why should feel about yourself no joy. Zero groppity goods inside, but no out nor anywhere to fly, and how ungropable groppity pity. Now the world is in such bad shape. Down the toilet. And this will have been, the fallacy of our shit creed, and we will be forced to completely reboot to a place that is a better place, or the place that should not and must not and could never actually ever be. Seal! Ass dismissed! Removing with our subordinations any other queries to get into because no frigidsin, they will have their half, disestablishing further super-altering access at this juncture, till you see the sun like other eyes have, which in future be your own problem. 40. On a swath of ice, and rock, not quite the Antarctic pole, deep snow, and cracks in the bedrock. There's no one there, except they come down, sometimes, for some work. So this looks more like it was printed in high resolution, maybe CGI, although our snow team that rendered that wasn't instructed. Anyway, that desolate wasteland could really be almost anything. Other oceans have already broken from sea ice and torrenting currents scalding shores. This episode can and should be read along with any medium depiction you choose, whichever political axis suits your notions, since whatever was done down below has reached so far that Heather Wade's presence has no meaning but inextinguishably does make no difference.
Okay. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to stop it and start it again right now.